Hi everyone, it's Melissa with Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. Today I want to talk to you about letting go. And when I talk about letting go, I mean letting go of all of the emotional stuff that we're carrying around with us. I know I've touched on this before in other podcast episodes, but I have been seeing in the work that I do a lot of people coming to me with just emotional garbage that they've been carrying around with them. And I think for some of us, it's because we're up leveling. And when we do, it's causing us to purge all of the stuff we need to get rid of. And so it's causing us to take a look at our emotional crap that we've been holding on to from the past. I know I definitely have had to do that. And learn the lesson from it and then let it go. But some of us are really resisting that. We are, for some reason, finding it so hard to let go. We are either just trying to get through life and ignore what's happening to us, or we're just saying, I don't care, I'm going to hold on to this grudge anyway. But the problem with that is, number one, if you're holding a grudge against somebody over something that happened in the past, you're not hurting that person. You may think you are, but the person you're actually hurting is you. You're carrying around all of this stuff with you, and it's lowering your vibration and it's blocking you from receiving all of the abundance that you deserve simply because you're too stubborn to let go. You think you're hurting other people, but you're really hurting yourself. The other thing that you're doing is you're probably so set in your ways and used to doing things the way you do them. You don't want to do something different. And you're still hurting yourself and blocking yourself from abundance. We need to learn how to let go of things and let go of emotions. You can't change what happened to you in the past. You can't. We don't have a time machine. We don't have a DeLorean. We can't go back and change what happened to us. Sometimes we're holding on to guilt and shame from things that we did. You still can't go back and change it. If you want to try to make something right with someone, if you are the one who did something that you're at fault for, that's great if you want to try to do that. But honestly, you really need to forgive yourself, and you need to realize that whatever you did in the past, you did because you didn't know any better at the time, or at least you didn't know to do better at the time. Now that you've been going through this spiritual transformation, you're learning new things and you're learning how to behave differently. And so you know that if you were that person today, you would not have done the same thing. So you need to forgive yourself. And remember that we have a new chance every day to start fresh. So you need to stop beating yourself up over something that happened in the past. It's something that I have to learn how to do myself. I cannot go back and change how I reacted to somebody. I can, however, decide that I'm not going to do that again in the future. I know better now and I'm going to do better. But not letting it go and repeating the memory in your mind over and over again is torturing yourself. It's like carrying around a lot of extra dead weight. Why would you want to do that to yourself? You're not a saint or a martyr just because you don't forgive yourself. That does not earn you a spot in heaven. It really doesn't. All it does is make your life here on earth feel like hell because you can't move through it. We have got to learn to let go. It's as simple as that, and it's as difficult as that. It sounds like an easy thing to do. It's easy for me to tell you, let go. It's really hard to do. But it can be done. And it's so necessary. We have to stop living in the past. When we do that, it causes depression, it causes anxiety, it causes feelings of guilt and shame. None of those things are going to help you in this life. Those are all things that are going to lower your energy vibration, which is going to attract more negative things for you in your life. And you don't want that, and you don't deserve that. It doesn't matter what kind of person you were in the past or what you did in the past. It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't. That's not who you are now. When you know better, you do better. You're a good person and you deserve to be happy. You have to forgive yourself as well as others who have done wrong to you. And you know what? It doesn't matter if the people who did you wrong know that you forgive them. It doesn't. It's not about them. Forget those jerks. It doesn't matter. If it's somebody that you still have a relationship with, then yeah, you may want to tell them, I forgive you. But if it's not somebody you have a relationship with, what do you care what they think? The forgiveness is not for that person. The forgiveness is for you. And by forgiving that person, what you're actually doing is releasing yourself from the energetic connection that you have to that person. And you really want to do that because why would you want to stay connected energetically to somebody who did you wrong? That's some funky negative energy going on, and I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be carrying that around. It's the equivalent of carrying on extra weight as you walk through your day. And it's not just physical. You can emotionally feel the weight of that. It makes it hard to sleep at night. It can cause you to become physically sick. Depression is definitely something that will happen, and anxiety. Nobody wants to walk around this earth living like that. It's miserable. So for your sake, let that stuff go. There's no reason to hold on to it. It's not serving you. And as I said, for those people who believe that if they just make themselves feel guilty every day for every little thing they've done in their past, that they're a martyr, you're not. You're not. You're not doing anything that's going to advance you in heaven. You're just making yourself miserable. So stop it. Why are you doing that? It's hard for us to wrap our brains around that sometimes, but we do that. And I'm sure it's because as we were younger, we were trained just by things people said to us to make us feel guilty about things that we do that we know are wrong. But you know what? You're learning. When you make a mistake, it's just propelling you in a different direction. It's not necessarily even a mistake. It's just taking a different path. When we take a wrong turn, all it's really doing is giving us an opportunity to learn a lesson. And yeah, it's painful and it sucks sometimes. But that's why we have the choice. We can either choose to go right or left. And it doesn't matter if we go right or left, because we're still going to get to our destination. It's just going this way takes you one way, and maybe you don't have as many painful lessons. And if you go the other way, you're going to come up against more resistance. But you're still going to get there. Of course, we want to try to take the path that's easier. Everybody does. Excuse me. Right in the middle of allergy season here. Everybody wants to take the path of least resistance. And it would be great if we chose correctly and wisely every time. But we're learning, so we're not going to. We are going to take the path that has the most obstacles sometimes. But that's not a bad thing. It just means that we're learning, and there's more to learn. What we can't do is keep the memories of all of the times that we did something that we felt was wrong and keep reliving that. Because that's when those emotions build up. We can't let it go, and it starts to interfere with our lives. So today I want you to start letting go of anything in your life you can think of that you haven't let go of so far. This is a great opportunity for a journaling exercise. I want you to get your journal out and just write down anything that comes to mind that you're still thinking about, anything from your past that still pops up in your head from time to time, that you still feel guilt over or shame, write it down. It's good to be aware of what it is that is bothering you. And then I want you to look at it and know that those things are in your past. They don't define who you are now. They don't control who you are now. And they can't hurt you anymore. You learned a lesson from that, and now you're moving on. And now you're going to forgive that past and let it go. Dwelling on it isn't going to help you. It's not going to make you grow. It's just going to make you upset, depressed, anxious, and just overall miserable. So we need to let those things go. It's good to look at your past and say, yeah, that happened. I moved on. I'm better. This is what I learned. Great. And then let it go. Don't keep looking back at that. The rear view mirror is small for a reason. We want to keep sight of what's in front of us, not what's behind us. So another thing you can do is you can call on Archangel Uriel to help you let go and move past emotional pain. It's very good at being able to do that, along with Archangel Raphael. We need to ask for help of those emotions. We also need to maybe do some tappings. You can get on YouTube. Brad Yates has some good tapping. So does Julia Treat. You can look up a tapping to let go of emotional pain. Any of those things can help. Meditation helps. Doing a cord cutting with Archangel Michael, and there's one on this podcast. There's an episode with a cord cutting. You can go back and do that. All of those things will help you to let go and not to dwell on something that isn't serving you anymore. I just hope that you are realizing that it's not doing you any good to beat yourself up. We need to learn to be kinder to ourselves as well as others. So you can call on Archangel Uriel. If we're up leveling, and I know I am, I'm sure you are too, it's going to bring about a lot of stuff that we need to deal with and just let go. It brings up stuff that we haven't let go and that we need to address and let go. And really just addressing it is acknowledging that it was there, it existed, you learned a lesson, and letting it go. So, excuse me. I am going to say a prayer right now for Archangel Uriel to help you. And you can just follow along. If you're in the car, you don't have to close your eyes. You can just repeat after me. If you are at home, you can close your eyes if you want. But this will hopefully help you let go of the things that are no longer serving you. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. If you're driving, just listen. Archangel Uriel, we come to you today with so many emotional burdens. Things that happened to us in our past, either things that we did or things that were done to us, still seem to reside within us. We are having trouble letting go of those emotional burdens, letting go of the pain, letting go of the hurt. We ask that you would be with us today to help us let go of any past emotional hurt, to help us forgive those who need forgiveness, especially ourselves. Help us to see that we are children of the divine. We deserve love and care, especially from ourselves. Help us to let go of any emotion that's no longer serving us. May you fill us with peace, love, and light. Amen. And so now I would suggest that you also go check out a tapping, do a meditation, and do these things more than once. If you need to do it every day until you start to feel better, do that. You're clearing your past. It's only going to help you. I learned about a new thing today that I had never heard of before, but I love it. It was a Hawaiian prayer. It's called Ho'oponopono, and it's very simple. You simply say 4 things, but it's so powerful. The first thing that you're going to say is, I'm sorry. The second thing is, I forgive you. The third thing, thank you. And the fourth thing, I love you. It's so simple, but it's so awesome. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. Say that to yourself, because honestly, we're probably the ones we need to forgive the most. Many of us are... Sorry, there was a glitch there. For many of us, it's easy to forgive others. It's not so easy to forgive ourselves. Do yourself that favor today and forgive yourself. I hope that you are feeling better, and I hope that you will feel even better in the days to come, because you will do the things you need to do in order to let go and to truly live your life in the present moment, not in the past. Have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love and light. I will talk to you again soon. Goodbye.